Lower back pain is super common and it affects a ton of people. It's also a big reason why many individuals choose not to work out. In 10 years of coaching, I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of people who struggle with it. And while you certainly will have to make adjustments, it shouldn't stop you from training. Here's a sample session for anybody dealing with lower back pain. Be sure to save this for later. I find it's generally the case that vertical pulling movements like lat pull downs, for example, can help strengthen the muscles around the mid to low back. And the stretch overhead provides a good amount of traction that tends to be comfortable on the lower back. While barbell exercises like squats that load the spine can be tricky, regressed iterations like goblet squats tend to be very palatable and help strengthen the knees and glutes to provide overall stability to the trunk. Strengthening the posterior chain is key for getting out of back pain, and exercises like bridges and hip thrust tend to be gentle on the back while challenging the glutes. It's also very much the case that things like isolated arm exercises, isolated shoulder exercises, and isolated calf exercises contribute zero stress and strain at all to the lower back. And while you might find at first that spinal flexion core exercises like this are strenuous on the lower back, many core exercises that focus on stability and keeping the lower back still are very accessible and don't contribute to pain. It's also always a good idea to include some mobility for the thoracic spine and mid-back, as well as some mobility for the hips. Everybody's lower back pain and the cause of that pain is different, and resistance training can be very intimidating. However, if you focus on the right movement patterns, styles, and tempos, there's a ton of things you can do to get fit, build muscle, and actually get out of pain right here in the gym, despite what you may have heard about resistance training being bad for your back.